back. Saints Block Party podcast presented and brought to you by Precious Works LLC, recapping the Saints losing to the Buffalo Bills in week 4 to fall 0-4.
Mm,
I don't even know what the final score of the game
I know,
was.
right?
Um, Adam co-hosting, joined to you by my guy Wolf, aka Ryan. The final score of the game was 19-31. So they covered the spread because I think the spread ended up being like 14. Um, and honestly, honestly, I know people. I don't. I think people like have to adjust what their outcome of this season is going to be with these 2025 New Orleans Saints. But my biggest thing I came away take my takeaway from this game was Kellen Moore and the coaching staff, and there were still mistakes, especially special teams and all that. But overall, we just asked which Saints team was going to show up. We wanted Kellen Moore to show us something, and they did. They stood toe to toe, excuse me, against the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, for four fucking quarters, like that game was still a game that was in doubt in the fourth quarter,
Yep.
and it shows you increment incremental growth for this team, and that's what you want to see in this season. Like we'll talk about the plays, we could talk about the things that drove us crazy. Overall, they bounced back from a disaster in Seattle, and I think that's the biggest storyline of the game. Wins and losses aside, it's how they look when they're losing. As they're right now, they're 0-4. There's games we played tomorrow on Monday Night Football, but as of right now, they have the number one overall pick in the draft with their record. The Jets and the Dolphins play tomorrow. So if the Jets lose, they'll flip. They'll have the number one overall pick. If the Dolphins win, or sorry, if the Dolphins lose, I believe the Saints still would maintain the number one overall pick. So this team looks like they're going to be picking top five, top three ish in the draft. So it's about the growth and how does it look going forward.
Straight up, man. It's just the reality, you know, is what we talked about before the season. Chip kept trying to prepare people for. Like, you got to change your mind state. Like, Bree, my wife, Bree,
Mm-hmm.
she turned the game off. She was like, I can't take it. They're not winning it. I'm like, Bree, I'm like, this is a rebuilding team. Like, they've been rebuilding for years. I'm like, no, they haven't. That's
No,
the
they haven't.
problem.
They
That's
should
the
have been.
problem.
They
They
should
should
have
have
been.
been, but they've been avoiding it for years. And now they finally have to, like, this is what it looks like. This is literally what it looks like. And honestly, this is what you hope it looked like. That you have a team that's like fighting, scratching, trying to, make the most out of it, keeping it competitive going against a team that's going to be competing for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And you were right there. You were right there. I mean, you kept them. You didn't let them score for a whole the second quarter. They didn't score. The Bills, like that, and they
You could
opened up the game with 14 points, just like boom, just
boom.
like that. And then you settle down on defense. You tighten down, get some things going offensively. You running the ball, you throwing the ball. You got quarterback runs and all that stuff, and you kept that game right there, man. So yes, it's disappointing that they couldn't close it out. They couldn't make like the scores in the end that could make that could have won the game, like because they could have potentially won the game. But you just got to. It's just one of those things where you just gotta look for the positive in it and look at what you can build on. Look that you got like a young player like on the sinker that comes in
Woo!
making huge plays, huge
Plays, bro.
game changing plays that gives your team a chance. You got Quincy Riley up in there getting good snaps. You got Christian Boyd up in there getting good snaps. These are a lot of these. This is what you're trying to do right now, man. Like this is what you're trying to do with this season.
Seeing what players, as we keep talking about taking the line from, I believe we said it was Bucky Brooks and Dan Jeremiah, seeing what players are going to be on the bus for 2026, like that that's what you need to see. I know one thing. Jonas Anker's on the bus. He's
He
on
on
the
the
bus,
bus,
bro.
bro.
He's on the bus. You got Cesar Ruiz go down with the nasty looking ankle injury, and it's maybe too early to try like to truly see what they have. But maybe you have a potentially decent player in Simpkins that you got as an undrafted free agent that could maybe slide. Those are the things, and obviously, as bad as Reese was playing, like we had joked,
No.
he had the pristine health. We weren't out there rooting for his injury, but he goes down. Simpkins came in, looked like he was decent. So like another positive, and I know he's a free agent after the season, but Trevor Pennon played today, and at guard, his first,
It was noticeable, bro.
you can see it.
Noticeable. And like that's a if Trevor Penning is able to be like a positive starter on the offensive line, like that's huge, bro. Because
Huge.
that was looking like a bust. That was looking like a bust of a pick for years now. And
And
if that could turn around and be like a young contributor on the offensive line, like a plus starter, like not even just a little below average, start, but like a plus starter on your offensive line, that's huge.
he's a player if he plays well. Like I don't like you could get him back on like a cheap deal, bro. Like he's not going to break the bank in terms of what he's going to cost to come
Oh
back.
yeah.
Shout out to Justin Cash, $2 super chat. Chances we
Thank
go
you,
0 and
Justin.
7. I see it. Fire Loomis.
Mhm. Yeah. Did the Giants won this game today?
Yes, against the Chargers
Mm. Wow.
without Malik Neighbors.
Mm.
And like it's funny. And this is why I know what Spencer's what he's 0 and 10 or 11 now. Like Jackson Dart won that game passing like 111 yards. Like that's why I think the quarterback win thing is
It's stupid, but it's just
it is
but
what
that's how people analyze it, bro. That's how
it
people
is.
analyze. Like they're gonna look at this game. What Spencer had 109 yards passing today. Um, very pedestrian game, but like his feet was like crucial in this game. He
Crucial.
made some clutch runs on third down to keep drives going. Had to kind of put it on his back sometimes. Um, again, just with we talked about it on the Zoom, like where the inability for quick strikes, big plays. It's like we see it time and time again where this team gets down like a score, not even by much, but like just a score, and it's like a foot being placed on your neck because it's like nothing you could do. You can't quick strike and come back from being at any kind of deficit because you have no like quick strike game in your repertoire whatsoever. It's just weird, bro. Like I can't even explain it.
Especially with this is one of the stories of the game. Shout out to Damon Jones with the 199 super chat.
I get the
He
mind,
says we are in dire need of a wide receiver one.
bro. Bro. And that goes like the Chris Olave um, journey, I guess you could call it. Because it's quite a journey. Just another game where he started off rough. He had like a Randall put it right on him, it was like a slant, like no, like a not a slant, but
There's
like
an out.
it's an out route.
Oh,
Put it right on his hands, right above, and just didn't catch it. Then he had like a we'll probably talk more about it, but it was like the trick play where he threw a pass to Spencer Rattler, and it got picked off. And then I think there was a bad play after that, and it was just like, what is going on with Chris? I think it was a play where the ball came kind of on the inside. He turned
yeah.
around, he didn't
Yep.
grab it. It was like back to back to back, like, oh my gosh, Olave, like you are not helping my agenda right now. Like
Like I said, bro, that's your agenda. Like
you get off of it.
I'm off, bro. And I love Olave still as a player. And I compared this game to him in our Zoom was like if you watch that Seahawks Cardinals game on Thursday Night
Mhm.
Football, the same type of like awful game that Marvin Harrison Jr. was having, like in his
Awful.
head, just that was almost exactly the type of game that Chris Olave was having today, like carbon copy. Now he
Yeah.
comes back, he scores the touchdown on a great throwing catch, tightens the game up, but I see both sides of like it like because listen, if this team goes and loses to the Giants next week, they'll be 0 and 5. Like I think like the fire sale is gonna be
That estate sale, garage sale sign going up. Like,
Come and get them.
come and
Come and
get
get
him,
them.
come and get him, man. And say what you want about him, he's still one of the most like valuable pieces, tradable pieces on the team.
Easily. It's him and Granderson, and Granderson played a great game today. Great game. I thought the defense, it like the defense after those first two drives, it was looking dire. It was looking dire.
Yeah.
It was looking like another Seattle game with like they were showing no fight,
No
but
fight, nothing.
bad tackling. But you saw a lot of fight from Sanker. Made two great plays in a row.
That
Pass
was such a
breakup,
boost. That was such a
huge.
boost. He had two back-to-back plays. He had the one where he did a PBU. I forgot who he was covering. The tight end.
It's tight end.
Yeah, down and like just made a great athletic play, leaping up, not pulling on the receiver or nothing, but just batting the pass away. And then immediately he's playing like
Interception.
almost center field, darts to the sideline, and makes a beautiful interception, just like textbook, just like gorgeous. Like if you love secondary play, it's just like, oh, it's just beautiful, man. And that just
Coach's
kind of
team.
lifted the whole defense.
Whole
up.
team.
Like the
Yes,
defense
it
was like,
did, bro.
let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like after that, it was like, okay, we in this. Like we got a fight chance. The offense moving the ball. We making plays on defense. Like we got a fighting chance. And you could just see like the whole team just gather emotion around that game, around that time.
It was a weird game because it was a game that in spurts this team played a lot of complimentary football at times in spurts, but they just didn't do it consistently. And I've said it with this team. This team is a team that the margins are so finite in terms of like the talent disparity when they go against other teams, where it was like that second quarter, almost everything was kind of going together for a little bit, and then after that, it was like, okay, this part of the team's doing good, but now this part's not the team's doing, and then this team can't have that. They're not going to win games like that. And in this, like you could point out the plays, but the plays of this game that lost this game for this team, you had the Olave drop, which was a bad drop on that. I think it was a third down, and then you had the trick play debacle. I still contend, and I get the argument, like they're running the ball well, blah blah blah. Like I understand, like the argument of not calling the trick play, but it was just one of those things where like the execution was just not good. Like execution wasn't good. But that play, because of the interception that Olave throws, you take 3 points. Hopefully, with Groupie, you never know, but you potentially take 3 points off the board, and that would have cut it, I believe, to a 1 point game at that point. So that was a huge because they would have scored at least a field goal and likely maybe held going, like being down only a point to Buffalo at halftime and getting the ball back being down 1 as opposed to getting the ball back being down 4. That was a play that swung the game. The drive where the offense was driving it really, really well, and Rattler just misses a wide open Cooks in the end zone. Just miss him. It's just a miss. It's just a miss. Those things catch up to you, and then you have the Blake Groupie kick on the kickoff, puts the Bills at the 40. The Saints still were able to get the Bills to punt, and then Sewell roughs the punter. Like just an avalanche of like little things, but with this team, they're not little. They're like huge of like the build up.
Because the Bills, on the flip side, had a ton of mistakes themselves. They had 11 penalties. They threw 1 or 2 picks. So many issues, but they have such that quick strike ability and that ability to just turn it on. Where they win, they score 31 points in it. After all those mistakes, Sean McDermott on the sideline, hot. His team, why are they struggling? But you still win 31-19. Like,
and it didn't, bro. It didn't even feel like they put up 30 today. Like it did not feel like really a 30-point Bills effort today.
That score is a lie. Like the score is one of those things where you look at it, it's like, okay, the Bills just stumped them. It's like, no, if you watch the game, it was tight, and the Bills were stressed. Nobody on the Bills sideline looked happy, which is all I wanted.
That's what we said on the preview pod, bro. At the end of the preview pod, we said we wanted the Bills stressing. Like, damn, we ain't put in the fourth quarter. That's exactly what it was. It's like, damn, we haven't put these dudes away yet. Another thing we didn't really bring up, but I don't know when it happened, but at some point in the game, they put Quincy Riley in the game.
Yep.
And maybe like I haven't watched the all 22, but it felt like the secondary played better once he got in the game.
Right, because you saw Josh Allen having a double clutch and then try to take off a scramble, causing some sacks on himself. Able to get the Saints D line able to get some sacks because he ain't had nowhere to go. Like, and Josh Allen, like, he scans the whole field. So it was one thing you for sure. He didn't see anywhere to go, and he felt he had to use his legs. And the Saints did a good job of just kind of keeping the rush around him and being able to get to him when he tried to scramble and get some yards. So, yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see how it looks, on the back end. But I think like they had to get Yada. When I saw Yada out there when the game started, I'm like, what
Don't need 27 out there ever again. Ever again.
What we doing?
Get him out.
Like,
Get him out.
what are we doing?
DJE said Riley got in late first, early second was when he was fully started. Yeah, that feels about right. Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe like for this team, this last draft class is really important. And so I would say thus far, it's early, right? But I would lean, and I hate doing it after we're four fucking games in, so I don't really like doing this exercise. But right now you're trending on maybe Banks being green, like a light green. Sanker looks like he's a green player. Like he's gonna have his ups and downs, but he looks like a player that you're gonna enjoy in the secondary. And it's early with Riley, but like those are potentially 3 players from this draft class that you have. We haven't even talked about the quarterback that they drafted 40th overall. He hasn't gotten in. We don't know. I'll be interested to know what the fan perception of the team is after this game.
The fan percent. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of. It's time to switch the quarterback. It's going to be a lot of just because people just want to see wins, man. And the fact is, the Saints 0-4 right now. Potential to be 0-5 next week, and that's just end of the day. Like nobody wants to see that, man. Just those losses stack up. But I'm telling you, like the way they're fighting, they got a win coming. They got a win coming. If they keep fighting like this. And they just got to put it all together. How many penalties they had?
I think they only had maybe 4, 3. Feels like
4 for 41.
The biggest one was the Sewell one. Not that would have.
But that was crucial.
But it was huge.
Like that was like a mental this is a situation like situational football. Like situation like this, we getting this team off the field on third down. Got a chance to get on offense and get this game within hand. Like you can't have these mistakes right here. Like that's just you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they played like a cleaner game, which that was the hyper focus in this game. Go back to I was talking about on offense, the inability for quick strikes. There was like a play where Shaheed caught and he had some nice space. You got Shaheed in space. He turning up. You think he about to
third down.
He about to switch into that third gear and be gone. Ankle tackle. It's like, right there. So many right there. You had a play. It was a third down play with Alvin Kamara. He caught the ball and he kind of slipped a little bit and just couldn't get to it was a fourth down play.
Fourth down. That was fourth down.
Yeah. He slipped a little bit and couldn't get to the first down. That was a huge play because you gave the Bills the ball back with great field position, basically like game over.
That's
right
seal the game. Seal the game.
Yeah, that sealed the game right there.
There are little things that Kellen still does that I still need answers to, like being in the red zone. But besides the Niners game, the red zone's been an issue for the Saints greatly. I don't understand. I need to understand that you give up a 4th round pick to go get a big body receiver, and then you don't use that person in the red zone. Like
we throwing the Brandon Cooks,
Not like this is not me absolving Spencer of the bad throw. I'm just but there was a lot of so many times they were in the red zone today, and why is 14 not on the field? it's just like, why is he not on the field? Like those are as much as I saw like some good coaching a lot of good coaching things from Kellen today. Those are the things where I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me from a football perspective.
Yeah,
Those I don't get.
no question. And and on a positive note, I did like seeing him use a lot more like under center,
Yes.
play action, running the ball from under center. I mean, Kendra, I thought he had like a great game. Like,
Woo! Great game,
just
bro.
got a touchdown, broke a lot of tackles. Just was decisive, hitting the holes, just boom, showing good
Looked great.
speed.
Looked great, bro.
Looked great, man. I thought that was just an overall good day running the ball. Let me see how much. How do we get?
Let me check up on the chat real quick as you looking something up.
I mean, almost
Doc-
200 yards rushing the ball, bro. 200, almost 189, bro.
whew.
This
Some
team,
of that, some of that was AK. Some of that was Spence. Some of that was
yeah.
Kendre. Like it. Dante said they had Bailey in on the red zone and had him playing tight end. Like, um,
Oh,
James asked, and I think this is a very fair point. Where is Trey Palmer? Please respond.
please, I need to know. I need to know. I saw Mason Tipton like 2 times.
2 times.
And I don't think he got targeted once, but he was out
No.
there.
J Rock said Rattler has to work on his accuracy a little bit more. Other than that, I got no
See,
complaints.
this is every week. We say that every week, bro.
What do we
Like
what do we typically say about players? Players are
who they are.
who they are.
It's the thing that's going to keep Spencer Rattler from being like a from instead of like a 22nd to 20th quarterback
To like a
to
backup.
being like a yeah. It's like he could be like a top 15 quarterback if his accuracy were better. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But the fact that his accuracy is just spotty, like sometimes it's good, sometimes like he threw some throw balls today that were like picture perfect,
Perfect.
right on,
Perfect.
right, just right where it need to be. But there's always 3 or 4 where it's like, man, where you going with that?
And I know
You know,
people were trying to say that other Olave drop was like a bad throw by him, like that, like not the one on the out, but the one that you was talking about where,
they came on the
like,
inside.
yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't a bad throw. Like that was just a
no,
terrible drop. But like
that's it.
when you have chances like you do when it's schemed up with Brandon Cooks in the middle, and you don't make them, you miss it. Like those are huge. Those are especially knowing like the team, right? And I'm speaking like overall, knowing the team, the margins are so little, it
Whew.
it, it changes everything about a game if you when you miss those.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, but I thought overall, like even the offensive line, as far as like pass protection, I thought it was solid for the most part for most of the game. Then it broke down towards the
Towards
end,
the end.
especially with Fuaga. Like you just like you pointed out perfectly, bro. It's like as the game goes on, it's like that knee, like maybe whatever injections they put in there at the beginning of the game, that shit
Should
wear
wear
out
off.
by the end, bro. And he is struggling by the end of the game, bro.
It's been a theme. I don't know if I noticed it in week one so much, but like week like it's been a theme with him, bro. Like I, I don't know. Is this gonna be a thing where it's like this is gonna be playing this all his career? Like
Oh,
I don't know. I do not know. Justin asked, I saw it earlier. If the Saints go 0-5 next week and teams, oh no, teams offer you a third for Carl, do you do it? Yes, yes. I
for
would.
Randall?
Yeah, like I don't know if they would like. Is there a team desperate enough out there to give you a second for Granderson? Probably not. I would say likely not. But a third, I think. Because I think the flip side to that is like someone would say like that's like a sign you're giving up. Like you need picks. Like they got 5 draft picks in the 2026 draft. 5. And you're not a good team. You're a frisky team, you're a fighting team,
Yeah,
but you're rebuilding, not a good team. You got to accumulate as many picks as you can.
that's true. Nah, man, that's
I
true. And look, players like Chris Rumpf showing a little something. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Chris Rumpf, Diggs, maybe get Chase Young back at some point. I don't know. Uh, uh, but yeah, Grando, Olave. Even look, I've always been like, look, man, Kamara. I want him to be a Saint for life. I'm always to the point. I just want him to be free, like free, AK from the misery or whatever. Like
Shawshank, bruh.
Shawshank, just free that man. And it's up to him. He has a no trade clause, and he, he kind of moves at his own beat. And plus, he got like a nice 11.5 million salary. So I mean, I don't know if you can move him or not, but yeah, I'm to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm open. I'm open to it all. Like, there's nobody really off the table, except for like the young guys, young guys that you build in Banks and Fuaga and uh, some of the other young guys. But
This nigga said young guys and named two young guys.
ain't much. I get Brazil out of here. Like I am open to it all, bro. Open to it all because it's just where we at as a team, bro. Like it is. We have a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
It was games like this are like they're the worst because it's like the fucking in game like Hawkeye like meme, like don't give me hope. Like having
Right.
hope against the Bills, like being so close, like ooh, like
Oh
can we
man,
can we
because you
just
find yourself getting into it. You're like, ooh, we could really win this. We
we
could
can,
really win. Just like, no, we can't win.
no, no.
Because you could just see it on the Bills where they're just like, man, let's stop playing with these
Yeah.
niggas, man.
It was I will say though, as a Saints fan watching the game, it was a fun like that's a fun game to watch as a
Oh
fan. Like
hell
if
yeah.
they're like this all season, regardless of who the quarterback is, if they could just keep it, be feisty, be just in the game, that's like don't have many games like you had in week 3 against the Seahawks. You can't
Right,
have
right.
because that is demoralizing.
Yeah, no, these are fun, man. It's funny because we've been on the other side of these games now. Because we used to be on the other side, with
Yes.
Breeze and Sean, where we like, la 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 la. Then I don't know, freaking Browns or the 0-8 Rams come in or whatever. And we like, what the hell? Like, why are we struggling to beat this team? And now we do. We get a chance to do that to other good teams. So it's just a weird spot that the Saints fans in right now. You just gotta be patient, man. Like just be patient and hope they actually build towards something. Please build towards something.
It need please. Like I don't know what the build is towards, but no, I'm not, I mean I don't I mean I didn't mean to say it like that, but like, I don't know, but like be towards something.
Towards something. And look, Kellen, it's just interesting watching Kellen and his growth because he does a lot of good things. I thought he was cooking on offense a lot today, bro.
He
Like I
did,
thought
bro.
he was cooking up some things that had the defense, like the Bills' defense, kind of like lost at times.
Yes.
A lot with the motions he was doing, um, the quick pace of the offense and all that stuff. He was putting it on the defense a little bit, but I'm still waiting for that. Where are the big plays, bro? Where are the big plays? All we need is like 2 or 3 a game. I'm not asking for a shitload.
Right.
Just 2 or 3 a game
Especially
and 20, 25 yards.
especially in a game where like your offense runs for over 200 yards. Like you can't tell me you can't scheme up some type of play and maybe they did, and maybe on those because I know there's a couple of play action passes that they had, and then like Rattler would check it down. So I don't know if that's a situation where they were covered well and he just didn't throw them. I don't know. Like that's an all 22 question,
Right.
but they just weren't there. Justin Cash, thanks for the $2 super chat. Asks, does Loomis gets fired if we go 0-7? Man, I don't. I think there's a chance that Loomis gets fired, but if it for sure ain't happening during the season,
Hell no.
not during the season.
Hell no.
Um, Mark asked this question, and I think we need to have a bigger conversation about it. So I'm going to read the question, then we're going to take a break. Hear from our dude Precious Works. He said, "Is Shaheed slightly washed?"
Mm.
I don't know if I like the usage of the word wash, but I think it's something that we need to discuss at the end of this break. So we'll be back right after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out of the box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. We currently have 54 concurrent viewers on, about 145 views. Appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to the audio version of this, please follow, subscribe, 5 stars, whether you're Apple Podcast, Spotify, however you're listening. Um, the Shaheed thing's been on your radar. We have our dude Jake, who shout out to our dude Jake, who's a track and field coach. Um, Brought up some very interesting points in our Discord of maybe also pointing out that with the injury that Shaheed had last season, the surgery, and then him adding weight, like that gear, like that third down, Wolf, that third down that he caught when they were trying to go down the drive, and then eventually AK didn't get it on fourth down. Oh, Shaheed, when he catches that, at least converts that first down.
Oh, yeah.
If not scores, he converts that first down.
Telling
Like
you, bro. Look,
that gear, it's not there right now.
Something is missing, bro. Like I always said, he had 3 gears. Like, because you would see him sometime and it'll just be like a whoa, like he just had these extra gears that he would get into that were weird. And I just haven't seen it yet this year. I haven't seen it yet. And it's not saying that he's slow now. He's still fast, still probably the fastest guy on the team. Um, can still get downfield, run go routes, posts, and all that stuff, and probably beat most corners. But I just like even at week one where Will
Yep.
Johnson, who was not like
Yeah.
a super fast corner, was with him hip to hip, and it was just like
We should have known something was up, bro.
right, and like you said, bro, yeah, torn meniscus, bad knee injury. That's like a 4 to 6 month recovery. He got healthy pretty quick and he was full goal like in minicamp. You know what I'm saying? Gained some weight, wanted to get a little more bulky and stuff like that. Maybe it costs you like a half a step. So like just maybe it just costs him half a step, or maybe it just takes time to really get that gear back. I don't know, but it's something I've noticed, because that was like his special superpower was
Yeah.
he had that little extra dash of juice that just made him different from everybody on the field. Well, you get him the ball in space. Like he caught that ball in space, and when I saw it, I got excited. Like, ooh, he
Here
about
we
to turn
go.
this thing up. But it's like, nope, tackled by a linebacker. What? Something ain't right.
Um, Jake said game speed not all the way there yet. It doesn't feel like it is.
I feel like it.
Um, Anything else from this? Might be like a shorter recap, but it's not a whole bunch for us to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess overall, the game went about as well as you could hope, right? You know,
I,
I would have
I
liked
thought
them to
so.
see up. I would have liked to see them put up like a little more points, like maybe 28. And they were right there. They could have put that much. Like they had the opportunities to put up more points. But this team continues to just not execute consistently. Um, just I'm waiting for that clean game. I'm just waiting for that clean game where they're executing, they're hitting on passes, Rattler's accurate, players are catching the ball, they hit their hands, no penalties. I'm waiting for that clean game, especially on offense. The defense, I'm kind of is what it is with the defense. Like, but on defense, like you drafted all these players on defense. Like, get Stutzman on the
Bruh,
field.
thank you for bringing that up because Pete Warner had an awful game
Mm.
today. It was awful.
Had a pick hit his hand. He hitting the wrong holes. What's going on here? Even the Mario, like getting shook out his cleats. I'm like, what is going on here?
Damon Jones, thank you again for the 199 super chat. We're super
Thank you.
chats away from hitting our goal. He said Taysom is miss
Ooh.
badly. Like that
Well,
two
it's
point
longevity.
conversion, that two
Oh,
point conversion call. I like the like I even said in our Zoom, bro. Like if that's the call, run it with Tyler Shuck.
pretty much. Using a 6 foot quarterback who got close, but like if he was like just a little taller, he probably could have got it. Like just Spencer Rattler, like he a tough SOB, but like I mean I wouldn't call that with Spencer. You know what I'm saying? Like for a 2 point play, nah, nah,
Didn't love it.
didn't
J
love
Rock
that
said
play.
J Rock said my three bright stars for the game: Spencer, Kendre, and Sinker.
Hmm.
I don't like Kendre and Sinker for sure. I thought Spencer played like the thing about
Yeah,
Spencer is weird is that he's a frustratingly gamer. Like
game
it's one of those
gamer, bro.
things where like that drive where they went down, they scored that touchdown, that Kendrick touchdown. Most of that drive was really all on him,
All him.
like all him. And then, like you said, like there was throws that he made in the game that on the money, like pristine, like NFL throws. But there's like at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 a game where it's those clutch ones, the
Critical
critical ones.
ones.
And it's also a combination too, where like during the game we're watching the Bucks playing the Eagles, and Emeka Buka just makes this insane like great catch and run for like a 60-yard touchdown. Like no one on the Saints is doing that, bro.
Nobody,
Like no
nobody.
like it's one of those things where it's like Olave dropped some passes, and we've said it. Spencer is like I don't know if he's being asked to be or being looked at, but he's like it's like this. He has to go be this win because of quarterback when he's a win with
With
quarterback.
right, and that's the thing. Like, because I keep seeing like some fans, like they'll be like, "I'm tired of I'm trying to see those Spencer. He's not the QB of the future." It's like no, like nobody's saying he's QB of the future. One, you had to find out if he is or not, and two, I don't think nobody was thinking like, well, Spencer Rattler like QB of the future. But what he is to me is a quarterback you can win with. You know what I'm saying? I think if you took Spencer Rattler and you put him on, hmm, trying to maybe the Vikings, put him on the Minnesota Vikings. I think they'll win some games. I don't know how great
Yeah,
they'll be, but they'll win some games. You need the talent and you need guys to help. Like, can somebody help? Can somebody make a play? Because at this point, it's almost shocking when somebody makes a play. Like
it is.
Jawan Johnson, there was a play where he turned around and he broke a tackle, and he was like, "Wow, Jawan Johnson making a play."
Yay,
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
bro.
"Yay,
When
first down."
bro, I thought Juwan Johnson broke his legs trying to juke bro on that side.
How you break your own ankles? I still don't understand where like he ran into like how when you people like run into the little laundry cord, the
Clothesline, bro.
clothesline. Like he got clotheslined by nothing. Like
Well, it's like I felt like he was trying to stop on a dime to like cut in, but like his knees and body just like.
he said, "Nah."
Wayne said Spencer didn't play horrible, but he didn't win the game, and I can't keep giving him passes even if it's not on him.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair fan
that's fair,
assessment.
man.
I think the scary thing is I don't know how close they are playing Tyler Shuck because I don't know how close they feel that Tyler Shuck is being ready to start.
Right, right. I don't know. That's like a major component of it. Like, is Tyler Shuck, has he been taking those progressions? Maybe he's ready. Maybe he's ready to go. I do think like that clock is ticking though for Shuck.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
for Rattler.
absolutely.
Like, and I know that they're looking at this next game against the Giants, even though they're not like an easy team. They're looking at that game like, man, that's a game we got to try to go get
Go
this
win.
dub.
Starting Jackson Dart, no Malik Neighbors, like it's at home. Gotta go win, bro.
Go find a way to win that. Go find a way to get that dub, score one more point than them. Because if not, then you 0-5. Oof. Okay, maybe get to New England. Then the onus is on that game. Who we got after New England?
Is it the Bucks? I think it's the Bucks. It's the Bucks.
Like, I know they ain't been perfect, but I mean, that's the best team in the NFC right there. NFC South, I mean.
It gets. Like I said it during the Zoom, but I'm like it's. You said it, but man, it's still kind of hard to maybe look at like where the wins are coming from. Going to come from this team this year. It's maybe the Giants game, maybe the Pats game, maybe they get one of the games with the Panthers, and maybe the Jets. I counted 4.
Yeah. That's like being very optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Morgan Freeman, good luck. Oh, and okay, Chris said the Titans. So maybe they could make.
You never know.
Feels like a 3-5 win team.
Right.
Feels like a 3-5. After last week, it was looking like 0-3. Like they was looking like
it was looking not going to win a game this season.
I wanted to quickly. We talked about it. they 0-4 right now. So just zooming forward to next April, the draft. It's an interesting conversation. I think we need to have started, right? I'm going to present these players to you. Keep in mind, I'm going to present them to Ryan. We've watched very little of these players. We've seen bits and pieces. Ryan may have not seen that much at all from some of these players. But I want to have a football philosophical conversation. Give you 3 players. I'm giving you Lenore Sellers. I'm giving you Caleb Downs, and I'm giving you Ruben Bain, edge rusher from Miami, who probably is going to get drafted top 5, top 3 in this draft. More than likely. We'll see. If the Saints continue where they are, they're going to have a top 3 pick. How are you trying to Jake said Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State. How are you trying to navigate that decision? Because it's a huge decision.
Huge, bro. Huge. I like with Sellers, look, like I said, I haven't studied him deeply. Love his talent. Talent just he has number overall. Yeah.
It leaps off the tape. He's super raw. Super raw, bro. He's gonna be like
a lot of things to work on.
He's gonna be like what, 20 when he gets drafted?
Damn. Like, I'm just saying, like, a lot to work with and a lot to work on with him, and that's a little scary. Like me, bro, like especially if the Saints pick number 1, number 2 overall, I want somebody that's I just can't wait to draft them. Like I don't want to have all these reservations. And maybe that's just unrealistic.
I don't know.
You
Yeah,
know,
in this draft class, I think that's a bit unrealistic.
with this draft, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Our luck, bruh. We finally pick a top 3, and it's like, well, we could give you, we could, like, I feel like fucking, what is it? What's the fucking show with the Pawn Stars? Oh, we could offer you
yeah,
Caleb Downs. Like, yeah, that's fucking
yeah,
a
yeah.
stud,
Okay. Stud. He's a stud.
stud,
He's good.
a stud safety. All that too. At pick
Safety.
3, a stud safety. Just,
Oh, oh, give me Bane, bro. Like, you know, Saints need pass rushers, but we back there again, trying to replace Cam Jordan again. You know,
with someone who compares very much to him as a prospect. I think
correct.
I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, but if this team ends up picking as high as we think they end up picking, and there's maybe some team that's infatuated with a quarterback
Sellers.
or whatever, Sellers or whatever, and if they're not in love with Sellers, bruh, the best thing that could happen for this team is if they can, I don't know, it's not going to say swindle, but if they can get a future first round pick in 2027 from another team and trade down, like not even like if you could maybe get somewhat close to the Jags Browns trade this past draft and still get a blue chip talent player,
Yeah,
that sets up your team future so much.
because
So much.
I'm very fascinated where Caleb Downs ends up falling in the draft order because he is a safety, and we could bulk at like positional value and stuff like that. But teams do take that seriously.
They
Teams
absolutely
do
do.
take positional. I mean, we've seen like good safeties hit free agency and sit there for weeks.
What
You
was
know,
the
because
last safety drafted super high? Was it Jamal
the
Adams or
LSU, I'm about to
was
say
it
the LSU kid,
or
Jamal
was it
Adams.
Darren James? Well,
I want to say Jamal.
I
Jamal
think
went
Jamal came.
ninth.
No, I think he went way higher than that. Now that's gonna
Did he
it's
go
gonna bug me.
fourth?
Yeah, I think he went fourth, bro. That don't ask me for being a sicko for knowing that off the top of my head. Sixth to the Jets.
I think that was the last like high. Because Derwin James went where? With the 11th?
Did he really fall to 11, bro?
I don't think he went top 10, didn't he?
He he 17th.
Yeah. So yeah, Jamal Adams was like the last, which was weird. That was weird that he went that high. What kind of PR did he have? But yeah, like so. I mean, I do think Caleb Downs would probably be like a top 8 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but will it be in the top 4 or will it be more than 8? You know what I'm saying? That's I wonder because if you could trade down a few picks, the Saints need picks, bro. Like if they could really, I just don't trust who's at like the controls at all. Like
There it is.
that's what gives me reservation every time. Like Loomis at the controls. Ugh.
Like
Hand it off to Dimitrov. Shit.
right? Loomis trying to orchestrate like a game franchise
Oh,
changing trade down, bro.
oh no. Mm-mm. Like in theory, it would be lovely to move like from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4.
Four,
You know,
get him,
maybe get another first rounder or get a second rounder. You know, that'd be
man.
awesome.
With what Jacksonville and Cleveland did last year for one spot, bro. I need bro. If I'm moving down 2-3 spots, I need a
Or
future first round.
or use your top 2 pick, then use your number 34 pick, move up into the first round because you already got like a second round pick that you traded Olave for,
Yep.
Craterson, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be cool too, because then you can go and grab a wide receiver late in the first round, or you can grab a tight end, or I don't know who's somebody. You know what I'm saying? Running back, something kind of juice, because that's another thing this team also needs, like juice. Still need juice.
Still got Jake Stoll and Moscato
I
out.
can't take it, boy. Jake Stolen Moscato packages out there.
Just felt like we need to have a quick 2026 NFL draft conversation just with this team because it's trending that direction. Um, Kevin said Sellers sitting a year and we in Jeremiah Smith territory.
Ooh,
I see that vision.
ooh.
I see that vision.
And honestly, like if that was the move, like go ahead and take Sellers at one, and then like develop
Bruh.
him. You got Radley,
Whew.
you got Tyler
Shuck.
Shuck. You know what I'm saying?
That PR going, bruh. If they draft Sellers one overall, and I'm with you. Like you could draft Sellers and you could just give him like a Pat Mahomes like season. Like
Jeez, period. You're not playing.
let Tyler Shuck run it all of second year, whatever you want to do. But it's drafting the talent and then developing the talent. And that's what it all goes back. Like, that's not so much a Mickey thing. That's more of the coaching staff thing. It's like, if Kellen's still coaching, I potentially will see. But if Kellen's still the head coach, if they were to draft a player like Sellers, and I know they loved Cam Ward they willing to trade the farm for Cam Ward. Tennessee said no. They're not really comparable as prospects to me. But if you were to draft a player like Sellers, do you have the patience to truly be able to do what's necessary for him to succeed? That's the question.
I don't know. We see it over and over in this league already, where patience runs thin quickly.
Quick.
You know, I mean, because it's not just the coaching staff; it's the other players on the team. They're like, man, this dude ass. Like we know with A. Rich, they're like, man, this dude. And I'm not saying Sellers is that wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it takes man, it's like a legitimate patience working with somebody and developing them like that.
And we talked about it if you're like quarterback 2, quarterback 3, you're not getting the snaps that you need to develop. So it's anyway, it's a bigger conversation to have later. I just wanted to talk about it just because they're picking number 1 overall in the draft, bro. Like it's a conversation we need to have. But we shall see what happens. Team fought today. They fought today, and we shall see what happens for this upcoming game against the Giants. We'll be back on Wednesday doing the preview pod for the Giants game. Might get their first win of the season, maybe. We'll one thing we didn't talk about though, speaking of fire Mickey Loomis, that picture someone posted in our Discord, I don't know who it was, of like there was the cap hits, the top 10 cap hits on the team, bruh.
Oh no, that wasn't
like $94 million in dead money for players not on the team.
That's how it works. When you kick the can down the road, so to speak. That's how it looks, bro. Because that money is going to have to be accounted for at some point, and that's what we're living through. But 94 million. So think about that. That's like almost a third of the cap.
That's crazy.
So you functioning, like I said, we're functioning like a team working off the 2017 cap. You know, when it was 2025. We still at 2017 cap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason why you can have like a Spencer Rattler. You need like a Spencer Rattler that's playing on the cheap deal. Shit like that.
Yes. Rough. And you combine that plus having very, very not great draft classes. Boom. It gets you to where the Saints are.
That's why you're bad. Because you got that and shitty drafts. You got nobody sitting in the bullpen. Nobody ready to come out. It's just bare.
Bare, bro.
I mean, we struggling to find players to see who to trade. Can we trade somebody?
You got. And someone asked, like you got Granderson, you got Olave, you got Shaheed, maybe DeMario, AK. Like that's it.
The old guys, those are like, late late picks. Day 3 picks.
And then it becomes a thing where like they have to be careful because with some players, like trading them like accelerates the dead cap and the cap hit. Like it's
Granderson, that would be horrible for our cap by trading him right now. Horrible. But it will just be a salary dump for the future. You're just basically saying, okay, well, at least we wanted to pay him later. But you taking that on now, you'll be like, boom.
at
That
least
is
you could sell that trade if you at least like to me you. I don't know if they would get it, but if you were to get it, if they could get a second for Granderson from a
yeah,
desperate team,
yeah.
like you could sell that.
Hmm.
If one of the crazy things, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, what this team like mess around and get like 2 second round picks at the trade deadline, one for Grando and one for Olave. Because I know as down as we are, I mean, down as most of the fan base is on Olave, they're the good teams in this league. I don't know if they would like a low second, like the Eagles, the
They
Eagles,
gave
the
up a third for
Chiefs.
what John Dotson last year.
Yeah,
The
you,
Eagles.
you think they would come for Olave?
Well,
Like
Dotson ain't do nothing, and he
nothing,
gave up
bro.
a third for him.
Just saying. Pammy asks, "Are we still arching our backs?" No, we're
No.
bored stiff. Planking. We planking. Pammy.
cheeks cheeks tight, clenched up.
Need to ask anyway. It was a fun game. The outcome was expected, but this team showed some fight and some grit, some determination. That does fall on Kellen as a coach for being able to have them competitive going against this game against the Bills.
100%.
Just got to have one complete game where they can close it out. We'll see if they can do that against the Giants. We are going to be back on Wednesday previewing that Giants Saints game in Week 5. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we will be back on Wednesday. With that, we are out.
Peace.